Powers' Reptile Side Chat. I'm back today, and today's talk is going to be a little different than usual because I usually share a live reptile with you, one of my family members. But today's topic is are snakes. And I don't have any family members that are in the snake category, although I have a lot of neighbors outside that are snakes. I have king snakes and gopher snakes and long-nosed snakes. And my particular favorite, the western diamondback rattlesnake. I did invite them to come in and talk to you today, or at least tongue flick at you today, but none of them accepted my invitation. So today I'm going to talk about books about snakes. And even, I confess, my stereotypical views on who would be interested in reading about snakes. And I apologize if this may seem like a marketing campaign, but it's something for you to think about as the holiday seasons are approaching and you're looking for gift ideas for those middle-aged girls in your life. Because I have learned that girls are interested in snakes, and this delights me no end. So when I'm doing a live book festival, as I finally have been able to do recently, I kind of try to size up the kid as they approach the table and think about what they might be interested in. And I confess, if it's a boy of probably reading age, I will always recommend my book, Don't Make Me Rattle. It's all about rattlesnakes and is just chock full of scientific information. As a matter of fact, a fellow scientist was surveying a copy the other day, and she was just stunned by the fact that there are real scientific terms in here. So along with the lovely illustrations that reflect the topic of each page, this is one of my particular favorites, and yes, rattlesnakes do coil up to make pools of water when it rains so that they have a nice pool to drink from. And it's in rhyme, but it's just full of scientific information. Now, okay, I assume the boys would like to read about rattlesnakes. But when I was writing my book about Tabby, the five-finger fairy, and Cleo, the Bahamian boa constrictor, I really thought this book would appeal to girls most. Because after all, sure, it's got a snake in it, but it's got a fairy. And girls like fairies, right? Well, I couldn't have been more wrong. I have another book in the Tabby series. Now, Tabby the Five-Finger Fairy is becoming the symbol for conservation and protection of the environment in the Bahamas. She was created by Scott Johnson, a Bahamian educator. And so, along with the adventure tale, Tabby and Cleo, where Tabby tries to help Cleo find a safe place to live, because after all, people don't like snakes, and they feel that the first thing they should do is kill the snake. After all, the only good snake is a dead snake, and that's so not true. They're a very important part of our ecosystem, including to us humans. They provide many beneficial behaviors, like eating rodents that pass disease to us. But so as part of the Tabby series, I've started creating picture books about some of the Bahamas endemic species. Now, this book does start off, once again, as a rhyming picture book. I do think picture books should rhyme, and it features Tabby, and then, once again, all the scientific information you want to know about boa constrictors, in particular, Bahamian boa constrictors, but it's true for other constrictors as well. And the really amazing part of this book was through the generosity of the scientists who work on the Bahamian boas, like Graham Reynolds, I was able to include real photographs that the scientists had taken of these snakes. And this apparently is what really draws middle-aged girls to this book. So not only do girls have an interest in snakes, I did as a girl, but they really get into the science part of that. And that just delights me knowing we need more girls interested in science. You know, that's the whole point of the STEM education process. But to see, you know, when the girls are allowed to choose their own books, they chose snakes. And even though these are about Bahamian boas, they chose real snakes. And they want to learn about snakes. So if you have a girl in the early grades and, you know, even up to middle grades, and you want to get her a gift this holiday season, or perhaps for her birthday, or just because you can never have too many books and you're never too young to learn real science, think about buying the girls in your life books about snakes. I can highly recommend mine, but I'm sure there are probably maybe other quality snake books out there. But so I hate to admit, and I'm delighted to be proven wrong, that girls do like snakes. They like learning about rattlesnakes, and perhaps they can teach their parents a few things, because after all, they are an important part of our ecosystem. They do lend quality to our lives, and perhaps it's the younger generation that will teach the older generation that the only good snake is a live snake. Now, sure, you don't have to have them in your house, but let them hang out in your yard. You know, we can coexist together in a peaceful manner. You know, if you hear a rattlesnake rattle, it's trying to warn you, get out of its way. If you want to learn a little about science, you know, go with the book that's got the nice introductory rhyming poetry at the beginning, followed by real photographs at the end. And by the way, the descriptions also still rhyme. But they can also be included in great adventure tales. This book not only includes information about boa constrictors, but also about the dangers, prejudices people have against snakes. You know, it's not just here in the U.S., but around the world, people, you know, they have bad attitudes towards snakes. But this book also has some cultural information. It's got bush medicine included. So all sorts of interesting facts and figures are included in these very exciting adventure tales. So if you would like to get copies of these books, they are on Amazon, but drop me a line through my website, elaineapowers.com or lyricpower.net, and I'd be happy to send you an autographed, even personalized copy for you to give to your young lady in your life. So I'm going to conclude for today. It's a short one, and I hope you don't feel it was too much like marketing, but girls like snakes. Take advantage of that. Buy the girls in your life books about snakes. And if you're at the Tucson Reptile Show, stop by my table, and I would love to talk to you about snake books. So this is Elaine A. Powers from elaineapowers.com and lyricpower.net, and sign up for our newsletter and drop me a line. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you. Signing off, and may your day be filled with reptiles. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and share, and subscribe. Every time you comment or share one of my videos, it helps me make more videos. And the more videos I make, the more people we reach.